It's funny when I can't look at the YouTube when it's broadcasting because there's a delay.
Uh-huh.
So if I look at
Okay.
that, then I get really distracted. So
Yeah. Just better just to
here we
be
go.
in the present with the.
Look at the YouTube when it's oh, here we go. Okay, we are live. So welcome everyone to Cynthia Fontaine. I am the Rhode Island psychic medium, and I'm here today with Sandra Fernandez of she is in the rainforest in the Amazon of Peru, and we're going to talk about what's going on down there that I have totally missed. And I think a lot of people probably have also missed what's going on. There's been some massive flooding. They always have a rainy season, but this season was extreme. And as we've seen extreme weather all around the world getting worse and worse year after year, this rainy season for the Peruvian Amazon rainforest has been absolutely devastating. So Sandra, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here with me today. And, this is for the purpose of educating people, and also to let people know, what you guys need in terms of how anybody can help, who is interested in helping. So I encourage people to share this video, to comment below, and also if you're in a position to help, there will be links below the video for that. And also we will follow up with a fundraiser that will be coming that's going to be very exciting. We don't have a date for that yet, but we want to introduce people. I want to introduce people to you and what you're doing in the Peruvian rainforest. So Sandra, you're a biologist, and you live in the Amazon, and you've been there for about 12 years. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. I was born in Lima, which is the capital of Peru. That is actually on the Pacific Ocean, and we have to cross all the Andes all the way. Well, it's an hour flight, and you have to go all the way through the Andes, and then you go down into the rainforest. We are the initial part of the rainforest connected to the Andes, where the Amazon River, which is the longest river on the planet, is born. And then it goes all the way along rainforest into the Atlantic Ocean on the Brazil side. We are in one of the most biodiverse areas on the planet. In general, the Amazon rainforest is one of the ecosystems of utmost importance for our planet to be able to function. And that means not only our planet as a whole, but our own species as humans, we depend on the biosphere, on nature, in order for us to survive and to thrive on the planet. Our economies depend on the biosphere and nature in order to happen, as we need not only air to breathe as humans, but water that we get comes from the environment, but also soil, food, resources for construction, medicine. And this area of our planet where I'm at right now is one of the most important that provides for us not only locally but also globally. Through the years, the way of acting for many humans, unfortunately, has become a way of domination and destruction of nature. We've forgotten that we are actually one part of an interconnected, holistic system that is planet Earth, that is connected also at a cosmic level with the entire universe. We are separate entities, but all connected. So we are actually one. And every single action that we have as humans has an impact locally, regionally, nationally, and globally. For me, I fell in love with nature since was a very little kid. My dad would take me out into the countryside. We would travel around. We would go to farms, went to zoos, and I was always very interested in learning about life and how it's connected and what is our part in this planet. So that's why I decided to study biology, and my research and understanding of life has evolved so much since I decided to move and actually be part on hands-on work connected with amazing people. I am just one single human that it's connected with many people, many humans that are here working towards preserving this area, that due to deforestation, due to global warming, due to hunting, and to many activities that humans develop, the biodiversity is being lost and incredible rates. And it is now, after COVID, having experienced as humans something that our societies, our modern societies, have not experienced really. This effect of having a break, an official break of our ecosystem balance at a global level. COVID is a pathogen virus that, due to the disruption of nature, has been able to become an epidemic and a pandemic, happening to every single human, no matter where you live, no matter your social and economic status, no matter your religion, no matter your race. We are all one species. This has been proved by this, unfortunately, or maybe a way to enlighten us and awaken us of the need to start reconnecting us back to our roots, which is nature, and loving ourselves as one species together. We're one big community in this planet, connected to every single other life being on Earth. And for me, the Amazon rainforest is a perfect ecosystem for us to go back to that roots. 12 years ago, I got together with a group of friends, and we started this project. It is an eco lodge in the middle of the rainforest. We were actually just one project of a nonprofit called Tarikaya Eco Reserve. It is an organization with amazing human beings that have been dedicating their lives for the past 21 years to rescue wildlife, do reforestation, preserve hectares and hectares of forests from devastation, and helping local communities, including indigenous groups, to develop sustainable alternatives to grow an economy that is empathetic with the ecosystem instead of destructing it. We were born as a project to open our doors to people from all around the world to not only come help us to save the rainforest, but actually experience the nature themselves. When you come and stay with us, if you are able to see my background, those little rooftops there, green, strong green, they are the part of the lodge. No, we are immersing nature. We respect our environment. We develop sustainable activities, reducing our impact on the area where we are, which, as you can see, is in the middle of the rainforest. We have the perfect accommodations. Believe it or not, being in the middle of the rainforest doesn't mean that you have to renounce to comfort, to a very nice bed, a room, a bathroom, and have all the luxury, amazing food. We offer all this experience for people from all ages, from all places, family, friends, couples, groups, business retreats, for you to come and not only disconnect from the routine, but also enjoy what it is to be connected to nature, and your spirit turn it into a living, open entity that reconnects with your heart and that enlightens you to be a better person, because that is what the nature has for us. It's a healing expert that really comes into our physical body and into our spiritual body and heals us from the inside out. And I am happy to have met hundreds of people that have come our way from everywhere around the world. It's amazing. I've not been around the world, but I've had the world coming to me, and connecting with me and connected with us here. And we, part of our of the Eco Lodge mission is to support the conservation projects, that when you come, you also visit, because you not only explore this amazing forest that we protect, but you also go visit we have a rescue center for wild animals that have been victims of deforestation, of hunting. We rescue the animals in coordination with local government, and the animals go through a rehabilitation process to take them back into the wild. Monkeys, jaguars, pumas, macaws, and many other wildlife that really needs our help so we can preserve this ecosystem. We also support native communities, local communities, in giving them alternatives. And after COVID, 1 year, borders closed, everybody having to stay in quarantine, we depend on people coming our way. And we haven't been able to receive people. So it's been a hard year for us, and we were already struggling. But then in February 2021, as you mentioned, Cynthia, we had one of the worst floods in the region since the 1960s. The water covered, not till the roof, but half of the cabins were underwater. We had to take as many animals from the rescue center as possible out into the city in these temporary enclosures. And when the water came down, that's when we were actually able to see all the damage. We have definitely have a really big hit into our infrastructure, water system, energy system, and a lot of parts of what we have to develop our activities and to keep the projects running right now are in a situation that needs urgent support from the community, not only local, but around the world. We are not the only group. I'm not the only person. I am. I thank and I am honored to be one human here preserving. And this is myself uh, doing a call to action to people that are listening right now through their hearts. Sometimes we are so involved in our everyday life, and I know everybody has their own problems, their own agenda, and we have local and family problems that we need to solve. But there are small things that we can do beyond the local. We can actually play a bigger role on our planet. And not only to save our planet, but actually save us, because saving our planet, it's saving our own species. We don't realize that when we are living as humans and consuming and creating our economies, we don't realize that we depend on nature. And if we destroy it while we are developing economy, our economy as a species worldwide being 7.8 billion humans on Earth. Now imagine that. I don't know if you heard the typical phrase, I guess, when it comes taking that it's Earth month. It's the 22nd of April is going to be Earth Day, International Earth Day.
Yes.
You probably heard the phrase, one plastic bag is not going to do anything. Said 7.8 billion humans on Earth. And now we have literally, there's scientific proof that we are eating fish that have microplastics inside of them. So we're actually starting to poison ourselves due to our own overconsumption, overuse, and destruction of our ecosystems that we depend on. And you don't have to come to the Amazon, move here, do things. There are people like myself and the group I'm connected with that we are doing amazing things. And it's just about learning about it, discovering what you can do. Just right now, we do need help immediately. Donations are much appreciated, but there are so many other ways you can help, spreading the word about this, learning more, connecting with me and with my group. We offer this travel experience for people that are ready to go out, not only into the world again after COVID when things get better, but also into nature, into an area where you walk free, breathe free, pure air, and you really connect with this amazing, unique life as a person, as a group. We also have this affiliate program. I'm working on the details to have officially the links, but also an affiliate program. If you're not able to travel or you want to travel sometime, we definitely, you'll have benefits, obviously, as an affiliate, but spreading the word about what we do and promoting people to come our way. You make money. So you not only help the Amazon, that you make money by helping the Amazon. And we are also developing this eco seal for people who really commit to supporting us, helping us, promoting us. As a business, as an individual, especially as a business, you can get an added value to your company, to your brand, no matter what brand you are in, no matter what area or what type of business you are. Just by promoting our cause, being part of our cause through heart and through a recommendation, you can get this seal that lets your customers know that you are playing a bigger part for our planet and for local communities in this area. And that is a differentiation point for you to really shift towards true conscious business that is making a difference not only locally but in our planet. So you can add this amazing thing. So yeah, well, I'm working as well, just to tell you, and that's something that hopefully, Cynthia, we can definitely share among the viewers here, some webinars and like courses, for people that are interested in learning more about the Amazon, nature, biodiversity, conservation, how you can play a bigger role in this. We have also not only the eco travel, the eco lodge that it has the experience for more of a luxury accommodations. For we have programs for 2 nights, 3 nights, 4 nights. You can stay longer, obviously. No, and you can even rent your little house if you want to stay longer with your family or friends. No, but we also have the reserve with the projects. They have an research lodge where we receive volunteers, we receive researchers, students that you can also come and travel and stay to actually do hands-on work, contributing to the projects yourself and learning what it is to do research in with wildlife, to do rescue with wildlife, reforestation, working with local communities. We have everything for you to actually be able to experience the Amazon yourself and or share to others this, and you can play this big part to helping us preserve this amazing ecosystem.
Yeah, thank you for all that. You know, this has always been an important part of my life, and every house that I've bought and moved to, I've always turned it into organic gardens, organic farming, and everything. And I think people have lost the connection with nature, and I think it's very interesting that when we saw the Spanish flu come about in 1918, which lasted for a couple of years, 2 years till 1920. It was really sort of at the beginning of the industrial age. And that would be a time when, you know, trees were coming down and it's sort of like the first big push in some ways destroying the planet and destroying the earth. And now, yeah, and we're seeing the rainforest disappear at just astonishing rates with logging and mining, and it's people I don't think understand the importance of the value of the rainforest for the whole planet, because it produces the oxygen that we need. And you know, as communities grow larger and larger around the world, and then all people's local trees start to disappear, imagine what would happen if the rainforest disappears. And you know, it's interesting. I have a line of all natural bath and body products, and I'm very conscious about where they come from, and that they're sourced sustainably. Excuse me. So I really appreciate that. And I love that you're doing so much. You have so much ability for people to help in different ways, or even come to the Eco Lodge or come to volunteer. I so want to do that. I would love to come and spend some time there and volunteer, and particularly work with the animals. You know, I started my career as an animal communicator. So I would love I would love to come down and work with the animals. So we'll talk about that for sure. So, you know, not only are we dealing with the devastation of the rainforest that we're logging and mining and all of that, but now the flood as well. And I like how you connected COVID with the loss of the rainforest in a sense, because when you think of things on a holistic level, the rainforests are the lungs of the earth. And this pandemic hit the lungs of the people, right? Yeah. And so it's not lost on me, and it's obviously not lost on you, that there's a connection. There's a connection. And
sorry to interrupt you, but it is important for us to realize that they're not only the lungs, but they are also the water cycle motor engine, you know, for our planet. Because there's this whole the rains, the river that wash into the ocean evaporates, and there's this cycle in the mountains, and it's something that we don't realize unless you go into a deep biology or climate or environmental studies. It's something that maybe we're not being taught. We're taught just parts of it, but not how we are all connected.
Right. And, you know, in school, kids learn a little bit of the rainforest, not extensive research for the most part. And then, you know, we get out of school, we grow up, we have lives, we get busy, and we have forgotten where we've come from, in a sense, where maybe our ancestors, you know, they farmed the land, they produced their own food. Now, if you ask a kid where their chicken comes from, they say, oh, it comes from the supermarket. You know,
Exactly.
they don't. And so the understanding of appreciation, and not for everybody. Obviously, there are people out there doing the work like you are. There are people who are very concerned in the environment, and are conscious of the things of where their food comes from, what their plastic use is, and so forth. And but a lot of people have lost touch with that. And interesting that our children are the first generation who are expected to have a lower life expectancy than all of their ancestors before. Every generation previously has expected to have a longer life expectancy than their parents. Our children now are expected to have a shorter life expectancy than we do. And I think, you touched on that a little bit as far as the poisons and the plastic in the fish, and now we're consuming the fish. And one plastic bag with 7.8 billion people, and then one plastic bottle and one plastic wrapper and one saran wrap, and you add that up and it's enormous. It's
Yeah,
really
the soil as well. When it comes to agriculture, our practices for many years have been using chemicals that have gone into the soil, and even now that you are not, many organizations are turning conscious about this and not using anymore. Still, we don't realize that these chemicals stay in the soil for years and years and years and years. So even
right.
though you're doing organic, you're doing natural, you're going planting on the same soil that had 10, 20, 30 years ago chemicals coming into it. They're still there. So they go into the plant and we're eating them. And we're
Yes.
not realizing this, and why we get sicker, why there's more cancer everywhere, where there's more immune diseases and many of that. It is a long-term effect that we're finally starting to see happening to our bodies due to our way of acting so disruptive and separated and dissociated from what we are part of, which is nature, the soil, the air, the plants. Cities have been built by destroying the ecosystem around us instead of building the cities, well, within. Now there's more conscious about architecture and how we should build cities, but yeah, and that has made us believe that we're separate, but we are part of a global system, that gives us our sustain, allows life to sustain. And I wish my mission, personal mission on Earth, yeah, it is. I guess it's just opening up our eyes to it, turning more people and more people aware of our role on this planet at local levels. As you said, it's not doing one or the other. It's little by little starting shifting our ways of acting and thinking, and turning our very bad habits against nature and ourselves towards habits that promote sustainability and care for other live beings, human and non-human as well.
Yes. Yes.
Sustainability is a tripod. It's economy, connected to humans, connected to nature. And we can't separate one from the other. We've been doing it around here, economy, and if we have time or if there's money left, then we promote better quality for humans, and then maybe the ecosystem. But it's all connected.
Yes.
And it is important for us with little actions. And there's so many tools now with the internet. Technology can be our best tool, our best weapon to save ourselves and our planet and become a better species together, instead of using it to destroy what we depend on.
Yes, yes, that's so important. That's really so important. And you just got over COVID, isn't that correct?
Yeah. Me and my son, I have a 10-year-old son. I raised him actually here in the middle of the rainforest. So he's very connected to nature as well.
Mhm.
And yeah, we just finally, I don't have any symptoms. It's strange because I don't feel my me 100% physically, but I guess it's just taking it easy and having my body recover totally. But yeah, we experienced the virus, and I want to just, from my personal experience, the first thing I will tell everybody in this new normality of COVID is to just keep calm and remember that the the virus will affect you. It's a direct connection of how the virus will affect you, connected to how healthy is your body, and
Yes.
especially your mind.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
if you become a prey of fear, panic, stress, and are worried and are constantly pushing it, not eating well, not exercising, not breathing. If you know how to meditate, use your meditation exercise. If you don't know, learn right away. Because if we have a calm body, if we have a calm mind, and we are feeling confident, and we constantly bring to ourselves the energy of healing and of love and of wellness, our immune system goes up. And if you get a virus, not only COVID, any virus, any bacteria, any disease, if you have your immune system high, it will not affect you as bad as it might if you start to worry, if you not eat good, if the first thing you think is, oh my God, this is going to kill me. You already started that idea in your mind.
Right.
And it's just a chain of bad thinking, of negative thinking that will bring your immune system down. So
Right.
please love, laugh, breathe, and fill yourself with natural and good food and exercise. And obviously, if you have to go out, keep your distance as possible. Wear the mask if you are around people. And I think we have to start going back to living our lives, because we are becoming prey of this control system personally, that it's affecting us, it's depressing us, staying home, not being able to connect. And yeah, we have to lift our spirits so we can not allow this virus to defeat us as a species.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it's so interesting that there you are in the middle of the rainforest and you got the virus. So
Yeah.
it really is a global pandemic. How does it and we've seen indigenous tribes being really affected and decimated by the virus as well.
Yeah.
And I think it's so important, again, to go back and connect. How we take care of ourselves is important, and how we take care of the planet affects our own health. Because if we're
Yes.
putting things in our body that's full of toxins and poisons, and not only does it go in our body, but it comes out of our body and then it goes into the earth with the toxins and the poisons. So it's
Yes.
this vicious loop. And when we consciously make choices to change, even if you just make one small change, right? So if you can afford to buy organic, and do the research on organics, because not all organics are equal, right? So if you can just do what's considered like the dirty dozen, switch those to organics in your refrigerator, the apples, the spinach, the broccoli, the things that you can't peel. That's so important, and it helps the earth. Not only does it help your body, but it also helps the earth. And not everybody can afford to do all organic. So if you can do what you can, that's one piece. And then if you can do what you can in your local community, that's another piece. And then if you can do what you can to help organizations like yours in the rainforest, that's another piece. And it doesn't have to be big. A lot of people think, oh, well, what can I do? I'm only one person with limited resources. $5 will make a huge difference if you get 1,000 people that donates $5. And so I'm gonna put the links in at the bottom of the video. So
Yeah,
people,
I just shared with you as well. This link is a friend of mine, Shannon. She
yeah,
is a sustainability expert, and she in the U.S. and she offers this free consultation to start with, and has amazing alternatives for solutions for you to become a bit more sustainable, not only at your home but also at your business.
that's
So this
beautiful.
is some little things that you can start doing. And as you said, for me, we have been chipped, wrongly chipped, to believe that as one individual, there's nothing we can do. But
Yes,
that's not true. No,
yeah,
the change starts with oneself, starts
yes,
with self love, and then spreading the love for one. And then making sure that each step that you take has a purpose and can have a meaning. Now, healing yourself first is important. This is why, for me, also, I encourage people to going to nature, if you don't have the possibility to travel all the way to Peru anytime soon, go to an area outside your city. Find close areas of nature where you can really re-energize yourself, and help you heal by just starting to change your mindset of feeling that you are not enough. You are enough. You are amazing. You're loved. You're here in this planet. You were created by the power of this amazing universe that brought us all here and created this amazing earth. And we are now more people that are starting to realize this. And you are not alone.
Yes.
We're not alone. We are together in this, and we can make a difference for ourselves, our family, our local community, and our entire community as one planet. Because we are one community, we're one species. And we forget that with the different racial problems, gender problems, and political problems. I mean, we really have to realize that we are all not the same. We're unique in different ways. Diversity is what made the planet available for us to thrive.
Yes.
And we are one species that is amazingly diverse, and that's a strength. It's not a weakness, and we are actually using it against us. So let's just realize our value and share with other people, and be empathic, so we can get together sooner. Because for me, I have to say, it's sometimes I would always say, a few years ago, that it is a curse to have studied what I studied and to know what I know and to see what I see, because I'm worried. I do personally have felt anxious to see that in the next 50 years, our species as a whole may suffer terrible consequences from our own actions. And this is why I'm in this journey of connecting with amazing people like yourself, Cynthia. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to start connecting with more people and expanding our network of love, expanding our network of consciousness, and of acting and playing big in our lives and in our planet. Thank you so much.
Yes. Oh,
everyone listening.
Yeah, it's really been my honor and pleasure. And I'm so happy to have met you recently and to be part of your life now and to take this out into the world. And, as we're talking, we've seen how nature can rebalance so quickly. As we did in COVID, where animals came back in places where they haven't seen them in a long time, where, fishes came back into the canals, into Vienna, and places where, that was sort of ecologically, almost dead in a way. And so we can change this. We can turn the clock back almost in a sense, but we can't go back. We have to go forward to do it. And actually speaking to you about this, I think sort of this idea has just popped into my head. I'm going to run a sort of a contest, and I'm going to offer that anyone that donates that, by watching this video or somehow connects through me, I'm going to put them in a contest where I'll do a free group reading. And they can donate any amount, and then I'll pick 10 people out of the people who have made a donation. And I'm going to say it's going to be between now and the time of the big fundraiser that our group is working on with Forbes Riley. And then, so anybody who donates, they'll just have to send me a message and say that they've donated, and then they'll be put in the drawing to win a 10, it'll be to take part of a small group reading with me. And so I hope that encourages people a little bit.
I want to add for the people that win the contest, as you say, I love to offer them a 35 special discount for them to travel to the Amazon when they decide to.
Oh, wow. That's so generous. So now tell us, because of the flooding and the damage, when will you guys be up and running, and what do you need immediately to help you get back on your feet?
Yeah, right now we are working with what we can, because we are right now low in staff and definitely low in income. We don't have any income, and also the little money that we've been able to maintain during this time. We are right now just washing as much as we can from the mud, fixing what we can. Right now, I'm waiting for a budget because we had some infrastructure that includes wood, the electrical system, the water system collapsed. So I am waiting for budgets exact because I have to get people inside and see how it is. We've been able so far with the donation we've been getting, which has been amazing. The support of the people since we've started our campaign here in Peru. And we've been able to already have 4 bungalows. Well, it's going to be actually 6 bungalows. We have in total 20 cabins plus common areas. So right now, at least it's going to be 6 bungalows that we are expecting for in a month, around a month from now, to have them ready and back into action. So we can at least have a small part of the lodge, now with the common areas as well, available and open to bring people in and start having income, because we can't keep we will not be able to survive this if we don't start bringing people in.
Right.
And yeah, we like I said, it's only gonna be 6, so it's not even half of it. So yeah, we need as much possible help and spreading the word so we can get funding, so we can officially reopen or even do a new opening, of the lodge, the complete lodge altogether. We started actually with, what's interesting is life teaches you a lot, because when I started this project, we only started with a dining room and bringing people for the day to visit, as the main local people and foreigners that were staying in other places in Puerto Maldonado. Puerto Maldonado is the city here in Madre de Dios, where you arrive from Lima. And it's 1 hour from the city. You see the river back there.
Yes.
It's an hour down river from the city to arrive to our lodge. And I actually got COVID in the city. The rainforest, I have to say, it's totally safe. There's no virus there because no big population with the virus have been inside. Everybody that have come inside are free of the virus. I actually, during being on the city, was when it happened to me. I haven't got in until I'm sure that I don't have the virus, so I can go in, and the staff that is there, it takes all the precautions. The people that live there take all the precautions necessary. Yeah, we started in 2010. We started with, actually 2012 was when we were able to build our first 6 bungalows, and that's how we started our work towards bringing more people to the Amazon to connect and help us preserve the rainforest and the projects we develop here. And now we're back to start again with 6 cabins. And more than ever, we need people to know about us, to learn about our cause, and support us so we can go again into the steps of growing and keep our efforts towards preserving this amazing place, not only for local people, but for our planet.
Yeah. It's so important. And I really hope that this message gets out to a lot of people, and that people really start thinking about how important the rainforest is, not to themselves as individuals, to their families, to their children, to the planet. We can't survive as humans without the rainforest. And it's so important that we do anything that we can to help. And again, whether it's education, it's even doing locally, but and most importantly, to help organizations like you get back on their feet so that you can reopen. And I imagine the staff counts on money coming in for your own survival, for your needs to be met and everything.
One important thing for us as well, that I love for everybody to know, that we not only preserve nature, but we also give people a sustainable alternative for their own livelihoods here and for their families. Otherwise, if we weren't there in the area doing our efforts towards conservation of the ecosystem, these people that we give them jobs and means to live and to have their families be well, because we make sure obviously that every collaborator of our whole work, organizations, profit and non-profit organizations, that we're all connected, have a good quality of life. They would be doing gold mining, which is this totally destructive. They will be doing slash and burn agriculture. They would be doing
Yes.
hunting. They would be logging trees, and actually developing a lot of activities that go against preserving this area. So
Right.
yeah, we definitely are the whole system connected to make sure we develop sustainably and make a positive impact for our planet
Yeah.
and
So
for
you're
people.
working, oh, sorry. You're working on so many different levels. I'm really impressed. Because you've got so many, you're working sort of as a whole, complete system where it's not just education, it's about also employing people to give them a better way of living that helps the rainforest, and it's the whole caboodle, right? All in one package. And I love that. And I think one thing that COVID really has done sort of as a benefit is it's brought us closer as a global community where we're having these conversations now, and I've met so many people through Clubhouse, and then that's how we connected to you, somehow, and now we have this opportunity to help you in the rainforest, and I'm really so honored to be connected with you, and you are filled with such amazing knowledge and spirituality and all the things that I really find that I really treasure in my heart, and I really appreciate that. And so do you have sort of a number of what you guys need total if you were to get back up 100%? And I know that that basic supplies have gotten, the prices have gotten very expensive
Yeah,
through
yeah,
COVID, where just a piece of lumber here, where a piece of plywood cost $40 a year ago, now that same piece of plywood costs $60.
yes.
And so I know the it's going to be more expensive for you guys to rebuild, to redo your water system and everything. Do you have a number of what it's going to take for you guys to get back online completely?
I don't have the exact numbers, no, for sure, but like a gross,
Ballpark?
gross calculation. I don't remember the word right now. Sorry, but yeah, a general calculation. I believe we should be between the 50 to the $70,000 to
So
be able
that's
to be able to fully have it just yeah, all set back and great. And I would actually even, I mean, I'm just talking right now very openly, honestly, I would even add $10,000 extra so we
mhm,
can actually help and support families around us as well,
mhm.
because we have whatever we are making as donations, and people are helping, a percentage is coming to the conservation projects.
Yes.
And we obviously to employ the people, more people, so we can help their families. But there's also a lot of native and local communities across this area that you see on the back. It's
Mhm,
all protected by us. And originally, before COVID, we were about in total between the Eco Lodge, the Tarikaya Reserve, and the other NGO, Kausai, that is also working in wildlife monitoring and education. We are around, we were used to be around 60 people
mhm,
living there and working there. No,
mhm.
plus obviously the people that come in, no, for to stay with us. Now we've reduced. It's now we're only 15% less. It's maybe, yeah, it's 60. We're probably about 12 people now in total. No, we
Wow.
had to let people go that we couldn't afford it. No,
Right.
and then we have a native family living across the river from us that also depends on the tourists and the volunteers coming, so they visit them as well. No,
Mhm.
but yeah, I would go to at least $50,000 would be amazing for us to be able to get back in our feet and reopen our doors. And through the help of the amazing people that supported our cause, plus many others that know about us, keep spreading the word so we can have as many visitors coming our way. I'm also going to be launching an e-commerce store to sell products to help us as well.
Great.
That's coming soon. So we're finding as many ways as possible for us to be able to continue. Because for me personally, we're not falling down. We are not. So
Yeah.
we're gonna make it, and I know that with the love that we are receiving already, we have received, with the support we have received, because what I know we'll be receiving, we're gonna make it, and we'll be thriving and helping more and more people and preserving the forest here in Peru.
Oh, that's beautiful. So $50,000 is a doable number. I think when I was expecting 1 million, so 50,000 is so doable. And I really hope that, somehow people in my community are able to contribute. Again, even if it's $5, it makes a difference when you add that up. To get to that goal of 50,000. So I'm going to share the links below the video. And then I'll share it on the other social media. And then all the links of how people can get involved in everything. And I would love to schedule, get a trip in there and bring people down there with me, whether it's a working trip or a spiritual retreat. But I can't wait to talk about that with you for sure.
Yes, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, so I'm really
definitely
really excited about that. So it's been such a pleasure and an honor to have this conversation with you today. And I hope that people who watch it or watching it live or watch the recording really are touched by what you're doing. And again, help in some way, whether it's even just making a difference in their own homes by reducing their plastic or eliminating plastic, but also if they can, somehow help to donate to the cause to get your ecosystem, your eco lodge, and all the activities that you do and the people that you help down there get you back online. So even again, if they even just donate a small amount of $5, it makes a big difference.
Definitely, so, every amount adds up, and thank you so much again for the exposure, for letting me speak and share my heart, my mission. Part of the bigger mission I'm in, and yeah, hopefully I everybody watching and listening to us, just gets out of this call to just wonder and think and a bit bigger in the sense of our worldview and how we are all connected and how we can make an amazing difference just by supporting causes like myself, like the one we have here in the Amazon.
Yes. Beautiful, beautiful. So I know that you're going to make it. I know that people are going to gather together and rally, and that we're going to help you make your goals and get you back online. And I know that, we have a larger community behind not just myself, but working on a fundraiser for you. And I'm so excited about that. So everybody, we will share that information once we have that all organized. And so I'm really excited to be here with you today and to be connected with you and to be helping getting your message out to the world. It's such an important one. It's really such an important one. So thank you for taking time out of everything that you have to do. And I'm so pleased and happy to see that you're recovering well, and that your son is well, and that you guys are starting to get back on your feet as the ecosystem in the community there. But let's see if we can help you really get that back and running and go from the 6 back to the 20 and be better, be even better if possible before with new systems and things like that. So thank you so much. It's been a real pleasure, Sandra, to be here with you today.
The same. Thank you for the love.
My heart is with you. I feel like there's no distance between us. And that's the beautiful thing with the internet, and thank you for sharing your heart and your knowledge. And I really look forward to speaking with you again soon.
Thank you so much, Cynthia. Send you all my love.
Thank you. And all my love to you as well.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Okay.